So welcome to early spring chair yoga. We're going to focus on the lower body. Very, very important for ability, stability, balance, and all of those things. And also, I was thinking this morning before I started to do this that the legs are very important, having strong legs. And I know a lot of us develop problems with the joints, with arthritis, with various knee injuries or hip injuries, but that all translates. It's not the legs independently. I remember going on a trip a while ago with a friend who had, she wasn't terribly fit, and we did a lot of walking. And what I would see her do is, as we were walking along, she'd be great in the morning, she'd be fine, but then her legs got tired and she started to lean forward. Well, guess what it did to her back? You know, she continued to have problems with her back. So everything in the body works together. So just know that. There's a lot of mobility in the hip joint because it's a ball and socket joint. And there can also be quite a bit of stability because we have large muscles in and around the hip area. So we need to be both strong and flexible. So let's begin. So finding a comfortable seat. I'm just going to rock back and forth a few times to get settled. And circle on my hips. One way and the other. Looking at that beautiful sunshine outside the window. I know I'm going to go for a walk later. Good. And then rolling my shoulders a few times. One way and the other. And then I'm just going to invite my shoulders up towards my ears, create fists with my hands, tighten the muscles of my arms, press my feet into the floor, squeeze the belly, taking a deep breath, and then let it go with a sigh. Good. And allowing your eyes to close if you like, or looking softly at the floor. Now is the time when we check in. And we bring ourselves into the moment through the body and the breath. See if you can find that feeling of landing in this one place, body, mind, heart, energy, all together. Noticing any sensations in the body, and always noticing the busyness of your thoughts. And we give those thoughts complete permission to rest gently in the breath. Allowing the breath to deepen, to soften, to lengthen. Perhaps even placing your hands lightly on your belly and allowing the belly to expand into your palms as you breathe in and sink back towards the spine as you breathe out. And knowing that just by doing this, you are reversing the effects of the stress chemicals on your body and on your mind. Over the next 3 breaths, seeing how present you can become to yourself, seeing how fully you can come into the moment, preparing for the rest of your practice. After the third exhale, releasing that technique so the natural breath can come back. Taking a moment to notice, just notice, how do you feel? Good. And opening your eyes if they're closed, bringing your hands to prayer position as we begin our practice by joining our voices in the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. May we all know peace. On an inhale, allowing your head to look up. And then on the exhale, dropping the chin down. Looking up as you breathe in. And exhaling as you breathe out. So our head is going in the direction of saying yes to this beautiful day. Once more, lifting up. When the head is lifted, just opening and closing your mouth a few times, releasing any jaw tension, giving it a good stretch all the way down the front of your throat, and bringing your head back to neutral. So breathing in, looking to the right, allowing the exhale to pivot the head to the left. Breath in, and in the other direction, exhaling. A couple more times, and exhale. Breathe in, let it go in the other direction. And then just letting your left ear and your left shoulder come closer together. So the shoulder is relaxed. It's just the ear that's approaching the shoulder, not bringing the shoulder up. Good. I'm going to place my left hand on top of my head to deepen the stretch and allow the right hand to relax down. Just that little change deepens the stretch. Inhale, head comes up, and we exhale to the other side. Again, I'm going to just place my hand on the top of my head. I'm not pulling down. I'm just allowing the weight of the hand to deepen the stretch ever so slightly. Breathing in and out. One more breath. And exhale, let it go. Head returns to center. So if you have your yoga tie handy, you might be needing it. We're going to start warming up the lower body. Good morning, Suki. We're going to be doing some leg lifts. So I'm going to do them without using the tie. But if you need to, you can always loop the tie around the sole of your foot and give yourself a little extra help. You can also just hold on behind the thigh. That works too. So here we go. Breathing in, lift the right foot. Breathing out, lower it down. Breathe in, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Upper body stays quiet. Breath is steady. Breath is prominent. So I'm going to pick the foot up at this point. I'm going to leave it in midair. Again, you can always use your tie or your hands for support. Let's point the toe and press out through the heel. So as you're moving back and forth with the foot, feel which muscle groups in your legs are working, how it shifts from front to back. Good. Let's circle the ankle. just a few times in one direction and going back the other way. Great. So I'm going to bring this foot across my body for a nice diagonal stretch. You can use your tie here. Make sure you're sitting up straight to draw the leg across. So again, nice straight spine. Let's make a fist with the right hand and do a little massage. Front and back, all around the side. See if you can get up into the gluteal area, your buttocks. Great, stretch it a little bit more. Good, and then let it go. So I'm going to take a hold of the foot and the knee with my hand and gently rock the hip from side to side. Make sure you're breathing nice and steady. Great. So from here, we'll go into the figure 4 stretch, knowing that your options are to cross at the ankle, to cross at the knee, or place the foot up on top of the thigh. Good. Sitting up straight, gently bearing down on the knee, pulling up on the foot. And I'm going to do a little forward fold here to make a nice deep stretch. Allow your head to be relaxed. Don't hold it up. And breathe. Let the next in-breath bring it back up. And uncross wherever is crossed. Pause for a minute, just for a couple of breaths. And we'll go to the other side. So breathing in, lifting the foot. Remember, you can use your tie here. Breathe in, lift, and exhale, lower. Sitting up nice and straight. Allowing the muscles to do their job. Knowing you're getting a little bit stronger. Every day in every way, getting a little stronger. So picking the foot up, we'll keep it lifted and we'll begin to point and press and point. Pressing out through the toes and then rocking the foot back so the heel presses away. Good. And circle that ankle. Ooh, I got some crunchies going on in my ankle. Go the other way. So let's get ready here for the cross body stretch. Again, you can loop your tie around the sole of your foot. I'm just going to grab the toe and stretch it across, sitting up tall, making a fist with the left hand so you can give that left thigh a little massage. Those are big muscles. Don't be afraid. Circulation going. You can rub with your knuckles, whatever feels good. Everybody ready for the figure 4 stretch? First, we're going to bend the knee. Again, if you've got the tie, this helps here too. You could just bring the foot up this way. So I'm going to rock this hip. Other foot is flat on the floor as you rock the hip. Nice and steady. And let's move into the figure 4 stretch from here. Crossing wherever is accessible to you. Sitting up nice and tall, dropping the shoulders. And moving into the stretch at whatever level your body would like this morning. Good. And on an inhale, let's come up, uncross, and take a couple of breaths. So always noticing too, when we're holding a pose for a while, notice where your thoughts go. See if you can't keep your attention on your body and your breath and off your to-do list. Let's salute the sun. Pressing the palms together in front of your heart. Good. Inhale, arms sweep up. And on an exhale, reach it back. Breathe back to mountain and then fold forward as you exhale. Palms to knees, come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, reach back. Take the breath in and let it go. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and letting it go. Palms to the knees as you come up halfway, lengthening your spine. Exhaling and folding. You can also pet your dog when you're down here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, reach it back. Take your breath into mountain and draw it back to your heart. Last time, here we go. Breath in. Exhale. Reach and lengthen. Breathing back to mountain, exhaling, folding forward. Palms to the knees, come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Reach it back one more time. Coming back to mountain. And exhaling back to your heart. And just pause. Take a few breaths. Notice the beating of your heart, the depth of your breath. Good. Whether you feel an increasing looseness in the spine. So let's come up to standing. We'll come up through chair pose. So we're going to move the feet back slightly. The heels are up off the floor and my legs are hip width apart. When you begin to stand, allow your heels to drop down. Don't try to stay up on your toes. Don't lean forward as you stand up. So here we go. Deep breath in, engage those core muscles, and up you come. So we're coming up part way. Good. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can add the arms. And lower them down. And this time we're going to sit down. So pressing the back of the legs back so you feel the chair and sit down. Good. Let's inhale, come up. Feel for the back of the chair with the back of the legs, sit back down. Good. We'll do that once more. Inhale, stand up, heels drop down. And lower down. Just take a breath. Ooh. Seated warrior. We're going to do 2 versions of that. So I'm going to turn and face the left front corner of my chair. Feet are flat on the floor. And remember, when we do the standing variation of warrior, you can always repeat the seated version if you prefer. So drawing in your breath, exhale, step back with the right foot, press into the sole of your left foot. Add the arms if you like. Fill the body with breath. Notice where your thoughts go. One more breath. Exhale, lower the arms and step your feet together. So we're going to do the second version of seated warrior. This is a little tricky. You want to be careful you don't slide off your chair. I'm going to be moving my hips a little bit to the left of center. I'm going to hold on to the chair on the other side. I'm going to be stepping back with your left foot. Here you go. Deep breath in. Step the foot back. Good. Press back through the heel and relax. Press back through the heel and relax. And once more, press back through the heel, hold that press. Notice how tall you're sitting. And you can add one arm, or if you feel secure, both arms. Breathing. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, lower the arms. Step your feet together. And take a breath. And we'll do the other side. So now facing the right front corner of the chair. Hips and legs are in alignment. Breathe in, step back with the left foot. Take a minute to grow tall in your seat. Good. Add your arms if you like. You can even adjust your gaze here. So if you like, you can look up. Find that nice three-part breath. And exhale, lower the hands. Let's prepare for the other version. So my hips this time are going to move slightly to the right. I'm holding on with the left hand. Taking a breath in. This time the right foot's going to step back. Press back through that heel and relax. Press the heel down and relax. And again, press that heel back. Hold the press. Press into the sole of your left foot. You want to create as much stability as you would need if you were standing to do the pose. And again, if you like, you can adjust your gaze so you're looking upward. Once more, deep breath in, please. Good. And exhale. Step your feet together. So as I mentioned in the beginning, our whole body works together. It's not just the legs, but it's the legs, the core, the back. Everything needs to be in sync to have good balance and to feel strong with all the activities you have to do every day. So let's do our Pilates 100. And we haven't done this a while, so I think it's time to do it again. Make sure you're sitting up straight, not leaning back in your chair. And you have the option of keeping your heels on the floor for this. But if you like, you lift the feet up, point the toes. Once you point your toes, you feel all these muscles in the front of the leg waking up. Arms are extended, and we're going to breathe 4 times in and 4 times out. And the only thing that's going to move is your arms. If you get tired, stop or just put the heels down. Here we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. Don't forget, you can put your heels down if you get tired. Couple more. And out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And let's pause. See if you can hold here. Point your toes a little more actively. Great. Lower the feet. Lower your arms. And let's just fold forward and let all those muscles relax. And inhale, come on up. So we're going to go through chair pose again. And this time we're going to remain standing for some standing work. Heels come back, hands to the hips. Feet are hip width apart. Deep breath in, exhale, stand up. Knees are slightly bent, shoulders are back. Add your arms if you like. Dive deep into your breath. The breath will support you. Great. Breathe in, exhale, lower the arms and straighten the legs. Oh, and let's just shake those legs out a little bit. That's a lot of work. Come on to the side of your chair. I'm going to stand by the left side of my chair. Good. Let's warm up a little bit for balance. So let's inhale and lift the heels. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift. Make sure those knees are soft. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower them down. Again, lift and lower. Once more, inhale, up on the toes. Yoga keeps you on your toes. Exhale, drop them down. I'm just going to allow my feet to rock from side to side. This movement comes all the way up into the hips, so the knees have got to be soft. Good, and let's circle on the feet. So we're just shifting our weight so we're feeling the whole surface of the foot. Good, and back in the other direction. Good, and bring that to stillness. So let's put all of our weight on the outside leg, which is your left leg, and bring the right foot up on the chair. So remember, the hips are facing forward. We're going to move into tree pose. You can continue to hold on to the chair. And if you don't need that chair for support, add both arms, reach up, open to the breath. Nice deep breaths. Flatten the toes out in the supporting leg. Great. So let's leave the foot right where it is. Bring the right hand to the chair. Make sure your hips are facing forward. Lengthen up with your left arm and arch to the side. So this is a nice variation of triangle pose. Gives you a little bit of a deeper stretch. Again, make sure that supporting knee is soft, unlocked. One more deep breath, please. Great. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, lower down. And release. Come to the other side. So shifting your weight to your right leg, softening that knee. Let's put the left foot up on the chair, getting ready for tree pose. There's always that tendency to lock the knee when you put all the weight on the leg. So remind yourself, keep that knee soft. One arm or both for your branches. Hips are forward. Find the breath. And then we'll move into our other version of triangles. So the feet stay right where they are. My left hand comes to the chair, right arm stretches up and over. So we're not rolling forward, we're not rolling back, just directly to the side. So you can continue to leave your hand on the chair, or you can bring it to the inside of that left leg. Your option. One more breath here. And exhale, lower down. Safely release that foot. And take a breath. Boy, I felt a lot of work going on with the supporting leg, and we're going to do a little bit more. We're going to go through our leg lifts. So remember, it's 5 to the front, 5 to the side, and 5 to the back. And to keep your upper body quiet. So you're just going to be moving from the hips down. If the foot doesn't lift, that's perfectly fine. Just slide your toe forward to the side and back. So here we go. Lift and lower, lift and lower. And a couple more. Good. Upper body stays quiet. Let's go to the side. Keep that supporting leg soft. And to the back. Small movement. Feel it all the way up into your glutes. Good, and relax. Just stand for a minute and feel the sensations. Feel how much work went on in that supporting leg. Good, and let's get ready for warrior pose. So I'm going to step back because I'm going to step forward into warrior. And I'm going to step forward with the outside leg. So I like to look towards the floor and kind of estimate where my foot is going to land. Begin with your feet hip width apart for stability. Here we go. Deep breath in, right foot steps forward. Ha! Good. Sink down. So you've got a little bit of bend in that forward knee. Square your hips so they're facing forward. And add your arms if that feels right. You can keep one hand on the chair. That's perfectly fine. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And step your feet together. So we're going to stretch out the muscle in the front of the leg. We're going to just bend that outside knee. If you can manage to grab your foot. Draw your thighs together. Relax your shoulders. And release the foot. So we also want to stretch out the iliotibial band, which goes down the side of the leg. That muscle, it's a small muscle, very, very narrow, but it gets a lot of work. It can get as tight as a piece of piano wire. So there's a very simple stretch for that. I'm going to take my outside foot and cross it over the inside foot. So it's the right foot coming over the left. And both feet are flat on the ground. And I'm going to do a forward fold. Feel free to use your chair for stability. Just lean into it. It doesn't feel like there's a lot going on, but it is a very, very, very effective stretch for that muscle. Good, and inhale. Come on up. Uncross your feet. Take a breath. And we'll finish up on this side with a downward facing dog. You can hold on to the back of your chair. I'm going to bring my hands to the seat of the chair and just walk my feet away. Soft knees, keep them bent. Head is relaxed. Good. And inhale, bring it back. And let's do all that on the other side. All right. So we're going to begin with the leg lifts. So it's the left foot that's going to be doing the lifts, and the right leg is going to get the strengthening. Here we go. Lift and lower. 2, 3, and one more, 5. Out to the side, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Let's go to the back. Eyes stay on the horizon. And lower. Take a moment for a few breaths to notice the strengthening that's gone on before we move into warrior. Great. So again, I'm stepping forward into warrior. I'm going to just move a little bit behind my chair. Great. And it's going to be the left leg that steps forward. Here we go. Deep breath in, exhale, send that left foot forward, sink down. Make sure your hips are facing forward. Good. Adding your arms if you like. Reach for the sky. Find that breath. Don't lose the breath. Wonderful. Lowering the hands. Step the feet together. Take a breath. So let's do the iliotibial stretch on this side and the quad stretch. We'll begin with the quad stretch. Weight shifts to the inside leg, outside leg bends. So just keep drawing that thigh back. That's going to give you the deepest stretch. And breathe. One more breath. Good. Iliotibial stretch. So I'm going to take the outside leg, my left leg, cross it over the right. Deep breath in and allow the exhale to help you fold forward. Hand can stay on the chair if you like. Shoulders relaxed. Great. And breathing in, let that be the signal to come up. Take another breath. And how about one more downward facing dog? Your choice, back of the chair or seat of the chair. Deep breath in and exhale. So you always keep the head nice and soft, just like you keep the knees soft. If you pedal your feet, it's a good reminder about keeping a soft knee. One breath, and then the next breath. Good. And walking back towards your chair. Good. Nicely done, everybody. Let's take a seat. So we'll finish up with a couple of twists, and then we'll have our seated relaxation. So we'll begin with the right arm, stretch it out. Exhaling, bringing that palm to your left knee, left hand to the side of the chair. So each time you breathe in, let your spine get a little longer, a little taller. And the exhale encourages the twist. I'm going to cross my left leg over my right. That's an option. Where are your thoughts? So as you inhale, coming around, we're going to go right over to the other side. So bringing your left hand to the knee, looking over the shoulder. And bring it back to center. Let's do those twists on the other side. Left arm begins. Good. Bring that palm to your right knee, right hand to the chair. Let those shoulders soften. I'm going to take my left leg and cross it over, or the right leg and cross it over the left. Sorry. And just a reminder to keep your chin lined up with your breastbone, right? With the center of the chest. Let's release that on an inhale and go directly to twist in the opposite direction. But it's the same principle with the twist, the lengthening on the in-breath and the twist on the exhale. And breathe it back to center. Uncross your legs. And let's just take a minute to digest our practice, allowing your eyes to close or just looking softly at the floor and remembering that there's no particular way you need to breathe right now, just allowing the breath to be steady, comfortable. Taking a few moments just to notice the impact of your practice. How different do you feel than you did when we began? Body, mind, energy. What do you notice? Staying with the present moment as you stay with your breath. And if you notice that your thoughts are wandering, that's perfectly fine. Just as soon as you notice, bring the attention back to the breath. Let's take a few deeper breaths and begin to stretch in any way that feels right. You can do your own little dance here. I'm going to open my arms really, really wide. And then exhale, wrap the left one around the right, squeeze. Just appreciate yourself for taking that time. Let's open wide and exhale in the other direction. You've given yourself the gift of time, showing your body a little love. Good. Bringing your hands to prayer position. Let's chant the sound of Om with a feeling of gratitude for the body, for the breath, for the practice, and of course, for each other. Deep breath in. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from fear. And may all beings everywhere know peace. Namaste.